who are suffering. Lord, I pray that your mercies will be extended to every Ukrainian this morning. Do for them, Lord, the unimaginable. Do for them, Lord, a God thing. Work another one of your miracles for those people who stand in dire need of you this morning. Please, Lord, have mercy on them. And as we watch from thousands of miles away, help us not to become indifferent. Help us, Lord, to not refer to as them and we as our comfort, they and we as we are comfortable in our own little cocoon. Help us to know it's only because of your grace and your mercies that we are not in that situation. So Lord, may we stop all the unnecessary complaints and may we continue to praise your name because you have been more than wonderful, more than good to us. And so we pray that you bless us, bless our families. Thank you for bringing us to this platform again this morning. Again, we say, you are welcomed in our midst. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Let me try that again. Good morning, everyone.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning. Good to see everyone. We have a guest with us today, and she is Linda. Good morning again, Linda.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay, would you tell Linda good morning?
Good morning,
Good
Linda.
morning, Lydia.
Okay.
Linda or Lydia?
Lydia, I'm sorry, Lydia. Good morning. Tell Lydia good morning.
Good morning, Lydia.
Okay,
Welcome.
good. She is a guest of Naomi. So thank you, Naomi, for being a Let's Talk ambassador. And we hope that all of you become an ambassador. If you come, there must be a reason why you come. Invite someone else to share what you have been experiencing. Remember, this is not a club for one and you and no, for everyone, young and old, from every ethnic and cultural background. So welcome again this morning to Let's Talk.
Good morning.
Smile. And remember that at the end of the day, your blessings outweigh your problems. Smile. And remember, at the end of the day, your blessings outweigh your problems. So let's smile. Let's see if you brought it with you this morning. Let's go. Good, you bought it. Your blessings outweigh all the problems that you have. And our mantra says, break bad habits. Do what?
Break
bad
habits.
Build good habits. What are you going to build?
good
Good
habits.
Good habits. So break bad habits and build good
Bad
habits. That's our mantra this morning. Now, in the news, everyone should be in touch with what's happening in the news because that's all you're seeing today. What's happening out there in Ukraine and with the Ukrainians and with about 3 million plus refugees that have no home of their own this morning. I think as an educator of children, no school. Anytime we talk about no school, you're talking about illiteracy going to come to the future generation. And yes, they're far away, but they're impacting us. What's happening? Because when your gas price, our gas price goes up, our food goes up, is due to this unnecessary war. So our hearts and our minds go out to those people suffering. And as I listen to the news, I try to look for some light in that dark corner. And I always look at and appreciate the World Central Kitchen, Chef Jose. Wherever there's disaster, wherever there is problem, the World Central Kitchen is there feeding people. And I think that's excellent. I just applaud that chef who leads out in that area of feeding people. And then as I watched, I saw brave women. Yes, brave women who dropped their children off in Poland, and they are saying, I'm getting back on that train and I'm going back to Ukraine because as a woman, one woman said, women have strength and women have will. I wrote it down. That touched me. She said, women have strength and women have will. I'm going back to do my part, whatever that looks like for my country. Leaving her children, you heard what I said? She dropped her children off. We had grandparents, grandmothers dropping their children off. Grandmother, when we think, because we are a grandmother, we too old to do anything. She said, I'm going back to fight for my country. That was good news to me. That brought light and hope to my eyes, that as women, we are like this Ukrainian woman said, we have strength and we have will. Let's draw on our strength. Let's draw on our will to make a difference wherever we are planted. Now, if you could become an expert in anything, share with me, what would you choose? What would you want to be an expert at? Who want to share?
To deal with children.
Okay, you would like to be a teacher or educator somewhere there? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Anybody else? What would you want to be an expert at?
Taking care of children.
Okay, you would like that too? All right. Okay, one more person. Anybody? What would you like to be an expert at? Anyone? Andrea?
I'll try my hand at teaching children.
You like that too? These are surprising. What you say, Jenna-Lynn?
Right,
I'm
right.
finding it fascinating.
No,
Yeah,
man,
some
welcome,
teachers-
welcome.
Yeah, we find some teachers trying to get out of the profession and you would like to come in. Okay, that's good. That was a pleasant surprise. Okay, now if you could eliminate one thing that you do daily, one task you do daily, a daily routine, what would it be?
I'm going to work.
Retire then. That's easy. Retire. Anybody else? What one thing you would eliminate? from
Driving
the-
in the traffic to get to work.
Okay, you'll eliminate the traffic. Anyone
Yes.
else? What would you eliminate in your daily routine?
Washing.
Washing. All right. One more person. What would you eliminate?
Driving in the rain.
Oh, I hate driving in the rain too. Okay, driving in the rain. All right, eliminating some things out of your daily routine. Well, new vocabulary word for this week. A vocabulary word for this week is elucidate. Elucidate. It is a verb, elucidate. Elucidate. It is a verb and it means to
Elucidate.
explain, elucidate, to explain, to make something clear and easy to understand. To make something clear and easy to understand. To make life easy for my math students, I go out of my way to elucidate the complex problems before each test. Elucidate. That's our vocabulary word for this week. Now, I ask you if you had some green to wear some green, because tomorrow is what?
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. Now tell me, what do you know about St. Patrick's Day?
Oh,
What do you know about St. Patrick's Day?
That they wear green.
Why do they wear green? Why green?
Because of their Christianity.
Okay. Anybody else? What else you know about St. Patrick's Day? Which country observes St. Patrick's Day?
Ireland.
Ireland. Do you know before green, it was blue? The color was blue before green. This is a holiday that's based on a patron saint of Ireland called, his name, of course, was St. Patrick. And it is said that St. Patrick went to Ireland, and while there, he converted the Irish to Christianity. And to teach them about Christianity, he used this plant, the shamrock. He used the shamrock, the clover, the shamrock. It has 3 leaves. That's how it looks. And he used that, the shamrock, that's the name of that plant. And because it has 3 leaves, he used it to teach them about the Godhead, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. He used that to teach it to them. And also associated with the Irish, they have a myth that they talk about the leprechauns. They talk about the leprechauns, this cranky little fellow dressed in green, and it says his job was to mend the shoes for the fairies because they had a belief in fairies. And he's the cranky little one, the leprechaun, called a leprechaun. One of their native dishes that they eat is ham and cabbage. Ham and cabbage eaten by the Irish. But when they moved here to the US, they began to substitute the ham for beef. So they eat beef and the cabbage. And whenever, by the way, you see the leprechaun, you'll see a rainbow and you'll see a pot of gold. And they say at the end of that rainbow is this pot of gold. And now you wear green on St. Patrick's Day, because if you don't, remember they believe in fairies. If you don't, they will pinch you. They say green you must wear or the fairies would pinch you. So I think I should pinch all those who didn't respond to green. Who is that? At school, the kids actually do it. They pinch each other because when we tell them we're green tomorrow and they forget, and you feel someone come, and they love to pinch the teachers. Don't let us forget to wear it. They think that's fun. So let's see now if you remember or learned anything about St. Patrick's Day. Here comes your quiz.
It's going to be 10 questions, all multiple choice. Be sure to select your answers and select submit at the bottom of the page. And good luck. We'll give you about 1 more minute to submit your answers. All right, 30 seconds. All right, 5 seconds, and be sure to hit submit, and we will share the results. All right, I'm going to end the quiz, and let's look at the answers together.
Okay, number 1, of which country is St. Patrick the patron saint? Whoa, everyone got 100, Ireland. Question number 2, how many leaves does a shamrock have? Woohoo, they were listening. 3, yay. Question number 3, what will you get if you don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day? You were listening, a pinch. Question number 4, what color was originally associated with St. Patrick? And that color was blue. I said that. Question number 5, according to legend, what animal did St. Patrick chase out of Ireland? I didn't share that with you. You took a guess, and if you said snakes, you were correct, snakes. Question number 6, which of these is a nickname for Ireland? And I didn't share that, so you took a guess. The Emerald Isle, the Emerald Isle, that is the nickname for Ireland. Question number 7, according to one popular belief, what would you find? What would you find a leprechaun hiding at the end of the rainbow? And everybody got that. That's a pot of gold. Question number 8, on which day in March is St. Patrick's Day celebrated? And if today is the 16th, then it's tomorrow, March the 17th. And the final question, United States is home to the famous St. Patrick's Cathedral. In which city? A lot of guesses, and that's New York, New York.
1 more.
There's 1 more. Question number 10, which of these dishes is commonly eaten on St. Patrick's Day in the United States? That's corned beef and cabbage.
Beef and cabbage.
Corned beef and cabbage. How many got 10 out of 10? Thumbs up. 10 out of 10? 2 questions through you because you had to guess. Okay, 9,
Yes.
thumbs up. 9.
9.
Good. 8.
I get
8.
8, man. Yeah.
I'm not going past 8. All right. All right, good. That means you didn't get all right. What I always say, you learned something. You got all right. Good for you. You brushed up on your knowledge. Okay, now last week's recipe was what? You don't remember because you didn't you don't remember because you didn't do it. Yes, stuffed peppers. Stuffed peppers. So 2 of us did the stuffed peppers. Let's see what we did. Okay, I did the stuffed yellow or orange bell pepper, and I stuffed mine. I did a mixture of mushrooms, onion, other bell pepper, and cabbage. And I stuffed it, and then on the top, I put a little cheese so that melted inside of it. That was good. I enjoyed it. That was a good, healthy stuffing. Okay, what you did, Jenalyn?
I did a stuffing with veggie triplets, mixed vegetables, quinoa, sprinkled with cashew cheese.
How was that?
Wonderful.
All right, good. So if you haven't tried your stuffed bell peppers, try it. They are also good things when you are having a party. We don't do too much of that now because of COVID, but when you haven't other than just serving everything, always the same thing, try a little difference. Do a stuffed bell pepper. Add something new, remember? Learn something new, try it. Okay. Now, tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. We are always finding a way to, when we use, how many of you, by the way, use parsley? Thumbs up. Parsley, cilantro, anybody? Sage. You don't use those exotic veggies? Yes. So we know when we use those a lot of time as a garnish on your salads, you don't want the stem in it. You don't want the stem. All you want are the leaves. Do you know a quick and easy way just to get the leaves off your parsley or cilantro, your sage, without chopping it and still leaving some of the leaves on? Do you know another way? Anybody, another way? Do you?
I do.
You pull it up the stem.
Yeah.
What is it you do?
You hold it upside down and you pull it off in the opposite direction.
Okay, she said, hold it upside down and then just pull the leaves off. Okay, any other way? Any other way?
I
Okay,
think some of them use a knife too.
okay.
Knife or
using-
bottle or something.
Yes. Well, everybody knows what a colander is.
Yeah, that.
You have in your home when you're draining your potatoes out and you use it as the little bowl that has the little holes all over it. Well, you can put your parsley, stick it through the hole, then just pull the stem. Just pull the stem and you would be left with the leaves. That's quick and easy because we have a colander at home. Just stick it in like you're putting a plant in a flower vase and pull the stem. Okay, jot it down for those of you who use parsley and stuff for garnishing. That's a tip there. Now, last week's challenge was, oh boy, no sweet, no cake, no ice cream, no donut, no cookies, no candy, no chocolate. How did you do? Confession, how did you do?
I did great.
You did great. Woohoo! Good.
I didn't cheat.
You didn't cheat? Good. What about the rest of you?
I think I have something like, I would give myself 98%. Listen why. I bought a bottle of juice for some visitors, and I don't think I bought that brand before, and I tasted it
Okay.
just to make sure that
It was good before you served it.
Yes, I tasted it.
I didn't have any sweet, Mrs. Spence.
You didn't have any sweet. Good.
None.
Good. Anybody else? How did you do?
I am not a sweet eater.
So that was easy for you.
Yes.
Okay. I'm talking now to the sweet eaters. They don't want to answer you. See, Althea confesses. She said, God F.
Yeah, I
I
got
no
F.
longer watch my waistline.
All right.
I
Well,
got F. I even went and buy a Snickers, my weakness. But I didn't eat it last night. But I mean, as Miss Jenelyn says, she got a drink. When I was doing my project, I got a sweet drink and I sure delightedly drink some.
all right. Now,
Yeah.
all of you who don't want to confess, watch this. And after this, you're going to do something but that sugar. Let's watch sugar's effect on the body.
Is a big no-no when it comes to our health and fitness. And it's no coincidence, as sugar really does bad things to our systems. In case you are not totally aware of these, here's what happens to your system specifically when you take too much sugar. Number 1, sugar ages your face. Studies have shown that those with higher sugar in their blood tend to look older than those with lower levels. In fact, for every millimeter per liter raise in blood sugar levels, the perceived age of that individual rose by at least 5 months. Number 2, sugar is linked to acne. Although not many studies have found a clear link between sugar and acne, there is some evidence that sugar contributes to acne outbreaks in the face and body. If you suspect this is the culprit of your acne symptoms, do a little experiment and avoid sugar and refined carbs and see if you notice things getting better. Number 3, sugar, and especially sugary drinks, raise the risk of developing diabetes type 2 by 83%. In a relevant study with over 90,000 women subjects, the women who drink a high sugary drink every day had an 83% raised risk of developing diabetes 2 compared to those who consume sugary drinks less often. Number 4, sugar gives empty calories. Although sugar may act as a very temporary source of energy, it is completely void of any nutrients and minerals that are good for you. Number 5, sugar makes us feel hungry. A relevant study by Yale University has found that the people who consume more sugar compared to others tend to feel more hungry afterwards, and sugar only provides empty calories. Number 6, sugar blocks leptin and increases insulin to huge levels. Leptin is actually a hormone responsible for sending our systems a signal that we are full and shouldn't be eating more. However, when we take sugar, this hormone is blocked, and we tend to feel more prone to eat more. Not only that, it also raises insulin levels in our brains, and this makes any attempts to burn fat and lose weight extra hard. Number 7, it leads to belly fat. If you have a tendency to store fat in your belly region, perhaps sugar could be a possible factor why. There are actually many studies who have found a link between sugar consumption and belly fat, as well as heart diseases. Now, some people may be wondering about fruit, which is rich in natural sugars. Since fruit contains sugars that come with nutrients, you can consume fruit in moderation without any worries. However, they still contain sugar, and you should opt for wholesome fruits instead of juices and smoothies, as these end up having a higher sugar content due to their juicing process. Found our video useful? Don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to our channel for more awesome health and fitness tips.
All right, thank you, Lorna. She said she learned something. Now, I'm serious with this. I hope you learned something. Cut back on that sugar. That refined sugar, cut back on it. And it's going to take discipline. It's going to take willpower, but it has to do with our health. None of us like to feel sick. There's nobody who likes to be sick. So don't call sickness to yourself. Cut back on that sugar. Please cut back on that sugar. Preserve your health. So I hope that's something you will consider and make a concerted effort to do. Cut back on that sugar. Each week, I have been giving us challenges. And some challenges is yours to play with, what you want to do. But these I encourage us to keep, and that is rest and meditation. I encourage you to keep that. I encourage you to drink your 8 glasses of water daily. And now today's challenge is, this week's challenge that we are going to keep. This is not only for this week. Spend 30 minutes or more reading daily. We have gotten away from reading. We have gotten into watching things. We have gotten into listening to what we want to. But we want to spend 30 minutes or more reading. Actually sit down and read something. It's going to be your choice. Read something, at least 30 minutes as a minimum. And that's our challenge that we want to keep. Some of these are keepers for our health. Because what does our tell us for this year? What's our tell us?
Self-care.
Self-care. Our tell us is self-care. Our goal, tell us, is self-care, taking care of yourself. You cannot be of use to anybody else if you don't take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And I tell us for this week is, this may have been easy for some of you, but for some it isn't. Make your bed every day. Make your bed every day. That's how I tell us for this week. Why do you think making your bed every day should be a habit? Anybody? Why?
I know it makes me feel good about myself. And I grew up with mommy saying, you know how you're going, but you don't know how you're coming back.
Yeah, my mother taught me that too. You say you go out, she say wear clean underwear and make up your bed, because you go out, you don't know, somebody got to bring you back home, and you may be shame. Coming home in your consciousness, you don't want them land me in the city, you can't go in my room, okay? So be careful, and it gives you clarity for the day. In fact, research said about that bed making, it said it tells something about you as a person. It tells something about you when you don't make up your bed. And I was impressed. I'm going to show you a clip of Mark Raven, who spoke to a graduation class of the University of Texas in 2014. When I saw this clip some years back, I made sure I shared it. You look at it if you don't tend to make up your bed every day, and share it with your children, your grandchildren, and other people. Listen to just a snippet of what he said to the graduation class.
To me, basic SEAL training was a lifetime of challenges crammed into 6 months. So here are the 10 lessons I learned from basic SEAL training that hopefully will be of value to you as you move forward in life. Every morning in SEAL training, my instructors, who at the time were all Vietnam veterans, would show up in my barracks room, and the first thing they'd do was inspect my bed. If you did it right, the corners would be square, the covers would be pulled tight, the pillow centered just under the headboard, and the extra blanket folded neatly at the foot of the rack. It was a simple task, mundane at best, but every morning we were required to make our bed to perfection. It seemed a little ridiculous at the time, particularly in light of the fact that we were aspiring to be real warriors, tough, battle-hardened SEALs. But the wisdom of this simple act has been proven to me many times over. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made, that you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. So if you want to change the world, start off by making your bed.
Okay, that's a tip there. Make your bed, and you see what he told those graduates it's going to lead to. Just a simple thing that could lead to something big. Make your bed every morning. Don't have to put on all your fancy cushions and stuff. Just pull over the covers and make your bed. Now let's go to our tech tip this morning, Jenna-Lynn. Tech tip.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kyle Spence, and I will be bringing your tech tip for today. I thought I would do something that's pretty simple, but it could be very helpful for those who may not know how to do it currently. Have you ever downloaded an application on your phone and then you get 2, 3, 4, 10 notifications from that same application throughout the day? It's always popping up. Your phone is always vibrating. You downloaded a puzzle game and they're doing a daily reminder and you're just getting annoyed saying, please stop sending me notifications, because the notifications pop up at the top. There is a very, very simple way of turning off notifications for applications you have no desire getting notifications about. And I'm going to show you simply how to do that. There's one quick way of doing it, and then there is a little more in-depth way of doing it. So as I share my screen, you will see that on my home screen currently, I have a notification that an email just came in. For all intents and purposes, let's say that I do not want to get a notification about my email. If I were to pull down my screen as I did earlier, I can press and hold onto that notification. And by doing so, it allows me to toggle between, do I want this notification to stay? Do I want it to turn off? So if it was an unwanted application, I can simply tap the blue button and it turns it off. And I will no longer get that notification that pops up at the top of my screen anymore. Once I toggle from blue to gray, gray being off, all I have to do is hit the save button underneath, and no longer will this notification come up. That means if I got a new email from this inbox and I don't care to have these notifications come up and tell me, hi, Kyle, you just got an email from such and such, it will not show up. Neither even will the icon show up. You see this small little mail icon, the letter M right beside my time? That icon will not even show up as well. So I will avoid it altogether. I can still function within the application, but I won't have to worry about getting notifications about it. A more in-depth way of turning off notifications, pretty simple. You pull down your screen, you go to your settings in the top right corner, which is the cog. And by going to the cog, all you have to do now is go to notifications. When you go to your notification screen, you can scroll down and say, here are some of your commonly used notifications. But if you select see all and change it from most recent at the top to all apps, you would be able to see all of the different applications that you use. And you can scroll through and find the one that you're most interested in turning off. You can say, I don't want a dictionary notification. I can turn that off. Or I don't want my eBay notification, so I'll turn that off. All you have to do is scroll through to the one application or two or three or four apps that you have no desire getting any notifications about, and just toggle from blue to gray. And by doing that, you will no longer receive any notifications at the top of your screen. So I thought that was a simple yet effective way of avoiding unwanted notifications from popping up as they constantly do throughout the day. So that's my tech tip. I wanted to do a quick recap, so I'm going to need your help with it. And my question to you is, number one, what did we talk about today? Who can help me? You all muted, so I'll mute sometime.
Turning off notification.
Turning off notifications. Why would we even want to turn off notifications, Angela?
It's annoying, too many.
It is very annoying, especially for apps that you don't even frequent. I have an app, I do Sudoku. It's like a numbers puzzle game. It's a brain teaser. And they will spam me with notifications throughout the day. Let's do a challenge. Let's do this. And I'm like, I don't care. I know I'm going to go to it daily. I don't need you to remind me I can simply pull down my screen. And what do I do after I pull down my screen? What's a shortcut after I pull down my screen? What can I do? And you can unmute because most of you still are muted. But what can I do once I pull down my screen?
Highlight the one that you don't want.
That's right. I can press and hold onto the app that I'm receiving a notification for. And once I press and hold on it, there will be a toggle button. And the toggle button's name or label is to allow notifications from this app or from this category. I can toggle between blue and gray. If I toggle it gray, what does that mean?
It's
Turn it on.
I turned it off. If I toggle it blue, what does that mean?
You turned it back on.
I turned it back on. Exactly right. So that means, let's say you accidentally turn off an application that you later on realize, I should probably keep this on. I don't want to turn off my WhatsApp notification because I'm missing some of these messages from people that I need to respond to. You can go where? Starts with an S.
Settings.
You go to settings. That's right. You go to settings. You go to the little cog wheel. You scroll down to the notifications option. And then you view all of your apps. And you can scroll simply down to WhatsApp because it's in alphabetical order and turn it from gray to blue. Voila, you are getting your notifications back. So that's, again, just a simple way. You can turn off all the notifications or you can turn them all on if you wanted to have them all on. But that's a simple way of toggling between notifications and come on your screen. So thank you. Thank you for your attentiveness.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll segue to the next part of the show.
Thank you, Kyle. That's useful because I get annoyed too. Just keep coming and don't know what to do about it. Want to pause to say congratulations to Miss Phyllis is a great grandmother yesterday. Great grandmother to a healthy bouncing baby boy. And you will see why her project was late, okay? She confessed herself. Okay, we know one of our self-care is exercise. So let's see if you've been keeping up with your daily exercise. Remember, these are things you want to put as a part of your day to help you. So shout your names out if you have been exercising at least 30 minutes each day.
Christine.
Okay, Christine. Andrea, way to go.
Naomi.
Naomi on the ball.
Teresa.
Way, Teresa.
Ivis.
Okay, Miss Ivis, go.
Not this week.
Janet. Good. Well, this week. Sharon, way to go.
3 weeks I was here.
Okay, Sharon wants to be moved up for 3 weeks. She's doing her exercises. Anyone else? Blanche, anybody else? Remember, if you haven't started, Demi, okay, Demi, good job. Remember, if you haven't started, get started. Remember, this is self-care, part of your self-care. You have to do it for you. All right, now we had an interesting project. You had to take a plastic bottle and change it into a vase. A plastic bottle and change it into a vase. Let's see what you came up with.
Good morning, classmates of Let's Talk. Today we have another interesting project. The decoration of my water bottle. It was very simple. All I did was just took some ribbon and do the top of it. I took a piece of material and covered the middle, and then I took some lace and covered the bottom. And so here I have my decorated water bottle, 1.5 liter. Let's talk.
Ladies, this is my project, my vase. I tried. First one is made from wool, as you can see, plastic. Second one, I did a little painting and then add. And the final one is from plastic also, but I've used the paper. And this is my outcome. My vase, all made from plastic. Bottles.
Good afternoon, Let's Talk. Our project this week is to make a flowers vase out of plastic bottle. This is my flowers vase I made. I call it a Junko vase. We haven't had Junko in 3 years, so I'm going to beat the drum on this. This is my vase. Black, yellow, blue, orange, and red. And this is how it looks with my bouquet in it. Isn't it lovely? The flowers vase for this week. Bye.
Good day, ladies. Here's my ceramic vase made from a plastic bottle, a water bottle. I did about 3 of them. Other 2, they were thrown out. I'm still not satisfied with this vase, but here's my vase, my ceramic vase made from plastic bottle.
Good morning, Let's Talk, ladies. Our project this week was to use a plastic bottle and create a vase from it. Well, the only bottle that I had access to was this empty apple juice bottle. So I created a vase from this apple juice bottle to this. And this is an unusual vase with as many curves because of the shape of that apple juice bottle. I think it is a gorgeous vase, and it is completed when I put my flowers in it. There is my completed vase from an empty apple juice bottle.
This is my vase that I made from a water bottle. This vase has a number of embellishments and leaves going around it, and I've also placed some nice yellow flowers in my vase. It will be placed in an area in my home to decorate.
Good afternoon, my Let's Talk family. This is my vase I've made from a plastic Sprite bottle.
Let's Talk family. This week's project of using plastic containers to create a planter. We decided to make a lion based on what we saw on YouTube. It was a little challenging because there are different plastics that are soft and some that are hard, but it was a nice experience to create this planter. Hope you like it.
Vase from plastic bottle. Painted, decorated.
Hi, good evening. So we were supposed to use a soda bottle to make a vase, and this is my vase. It is filled with sand, and I covered the bottle and I decorated it. As you can see, the nice decorations that I made on my body, and then I put my flowers in. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a great project. I hope. I waited last minute. I put some stars on it also. As you can see, the stars. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed my project. Thank you.
Today I celebrated a very, very happy day. For the first time, I became a great-grandmother. So it's a day to rejoice. It's the best part of my days. Now, my painting of these 3 bottles were done in a series of different ways. This first one was in celebration of my grandson, Devon. And it's all done in painting and decoupage, they call it, where you put these, attach all these figures on. It's this one. That's done in this. This other wine bottle is painted with flowers. And this one, I tried to do a great job. Unfortunately, in the midst of my working, it fell. So it is less than perfect, but I still like it. So these are my projects for today. Everything is so late. It was due on Monday. Today is Tuesday evening at a late stage, but I just want everyone to know what I did for today, and I enjoy it.
You saw the differences? I can't hear you.
Yes,
Unmute.
beautiful.
Yes. Maureen, what you want to tell? What you want to tell those who have not been doing projects, the feeling you get when you create something? What you want to tell them?
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to see that I was able to do all of that all by myself. It's good.
It's a great, that's
Yes.
right. Great feeling. It just
Yes.
keeps those endorphins going. So if you have not been doing your project, you are missing out on that feeling of excitement. Well,
Blanche, just
Yes.
a second. My verse, I gave it to my walking partner.
You did.
I told her I was going to make it for her from Let's Talk.
Okay.
And so that is why I have to do over. Every time I did one, I said, no, I can't give away this. So it wasn't good enough.
Yes.
So that motivated me to do it.
Yes. That's interesting. When you repurpose something, you would normally have thrown away those bottles without a second thought or put it in the recycling bin. So if you haven't had a chance to do it anyhow. And now, woo-hoo, this is exciting this week. Have to, if you haven't bought it, need to buy yourself, because we in business now. I'm sending some out to the market and some out under the big rooster, and some to the flea market to sell stuff. So get ready. All right, this is exciting. You're going to find this exciting. If you don't, I'm gonna call you one-on-one and give you a lesson on how to get excited. Okay, this don't excite you. This, get some acrylic paint. You need this. Now, those of you who you could find acrylic paint everywhere. If you don't, then Kyle is saying, good job, Ms. Omnidata and Althea, super creative idea of that lion. Yes. I was out of the box. That was out of the box. Yes. Good job. Now, you're listening? You need to paint. You're going to paint. Trust me. You have some more stuff coming up, so you might as well have your paints ready, okay? This one is painting. Yes, Demi, we are painting this week. But this painting is called, write it down, pour painting, P-O-U-R, pour. You're going to actually pour paint. This is fast. It takes a little bit time to dry, but it's fast. All you busy bees, you have time for this because it's not a brush. This is pour painting. I'm just going to give you a quick way to do it, but go to YouTube, do your research. Okay, just a quick way. Get at least 3 different color paints. If you have house paints lying around, make sure you stir it up if that's what you want to use to try it. At least 3 colors. I got this. I went to your website, Miss Phyllis, and she sent me all these paints looking at me, but I have all of this. I ran and I got excited when I saw it. So this, I jumpstart this from you. This just briefly, because you go to YouTube and you look at it. Briefly, get a vase again, a clear vase, whatever you call it. Make sure you wash it good and you put alcohol over it to make sure it's clean so that your paint adheres to it. Quickly, I'm just giving you a quick overview, just very, very quickly of how you can do it. You're at least 3 paints. You could do multiple colors.
3 colors.
Okay, your choice, multiple colors. Get a cup or whatever. You're going to put, let's say you're using white paint, pour a little white paint in it. On top of that, you're using pink paint. Put a little pink paint on top. Just pour a little bit in on top, no stirring. Next, maybe you're using green paint. Pour a little bit of green paint on top of that, no stirring.
Okay.
No stirring.
That's
no
cool.
paintbrush, no stirring. And then you would have had your vase clean, turn over on a level surface. Your vase must be sitting level with the bottom up, top down, and just take that cup of paint and pour it over the top and let it run down. And it's going to run down all the sides of that vase. And voila! Wait till you see what that end result is.
Oh.
You're going to be texting me and WhatsApping me while you watch that paint dry. That is so exciting to see. You're going to look, it looks like marble. Let it dry before your fingers touch it now. It looks like marble, and all the paint that drip off around whatever you have it on, then you could take your paintbrush and go like Jenilyn and paint your garbage bin and paint your planter outside. But that pour painting, you're gonna tell me, give you some more. So make sure you have your paint, because I'm telling you, next week, we're gonna use that pour painting again, not on a vase. I'm not gonna tell you exactly or what, but this week is on a vase. When you pour paint, we're running a little over today because of this. When you pour paint, I want you to go online and look up and see how much you would have paid if you bought it. Yesterday I was doing that. I said, let me see how much this would cost for that. None was less than $25 for some of the stuff we've been doing. You know, because my grandson wants to sell now all my vases. He has his cardboard selling up. But the plastic bottle one, my granddaughter said, you're going to sell it? I said, no, it's too smush up. Said, I want to smush up. I said, girl, you don't know creativity. So yes, you're going to be excited. You see, I am excited. That pour painting, you're not going to want to stop. That is quick. There are different ways they show. That's just a simple tech. Get yourself a clean vase and pour paint to your heart's content. Make sure you get yourself some. If you're using house paint, try it on what you have till you believe what I'm telling you. Then you'll go buy your 3-4 little acrylic paint and put it down. All right, that's next week's project, due on or before Monday at 5 o'clock. Let me put it 6 o'clock for my friend. Let's unpack quickly 1 John 5:14-16. Getting excited before Andrea and Jenilyn dash off the platforms. Sit down and listen. 1 John 5:14 and 15. And it reads, this is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have what we ask of him. So very quickly, I'm going to summarize this. When it says this is the confidence, that means you can go boldly. That's all it's telling. You can go boldly in prayer to God. You don't have to go timidly. He welcomes us to come boldly, John says. And the thing is, it says when you go boldly, you could ask for anything. You know, when I was younger, I thought God only answered big prayers for certain people. And as I got to know him better and ask for myself, I found out that that's not true. God answers anything you ask of him, but notice that quote, because many of us believe whatever we ask of God, he must give it to us. No, he's not Santa Claus. No, he's not a robot. No, he's not a vending machine. That's not who God is. It says we have to ask according to his will. Our askings must be in accordance to his will. Don't ever leave that clause out. So it's when we pray and we ask for something, make sure we are telling God, Lord, according to your will, because God knows what is best for us. And sometimes he's going to give off our askings. Sometimes he's going to say, wait. Sometimes he's going to say, no. He hears us. Trust me, when we pray, God listens to us. He hears what we are asking for. He knows our need. And if we ask according to his will, according to his will, don't forget that. Whatever we ask, we know we have what we ask of him. According to his will. That's the important thing. So this morning, we want to remember God is a God who answers all prayers. We may not believe it, but that's true. He answers all prayers. Sometimes he's telling us, no, 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 because he knows what's best for us. And we are wrestling with him, but I want it. No, he knows what is best for us. He hears us and he knows what we need. So make sure in our prayers, we are asking according to God's will for our askings. Someone sent me this week this beautiful song sung by two children, two boys. I said, I have to share it with you. And in light of what's happening, because what resonates with me every day is what's happening in Ukraine. And I say, what a day, glorious day that's going to be.
1 second.
When
Amen.
What a day, amen. I thought I would share it. That meant so much to me. What a day that will be. And all war will be over and all the stress of life. Thank you again for joining us this morning. Thank you for not only being present with us, thank you for inviting others to join us on this platform. Continue to invite others and go to the YouTube channel and like, and of course, give a positive comment to help to encourage someone else to join us. Again, break bad habits and build good habits. Continue to have a safe, blessed week and go pour some paint.